the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee.
It's been difficult because I hadn't been able to see my grandchildren.
An expression on someone's face when you do something nice for them.
I miss all my friends in school.
Visit GetVaccineAnswers.org so you can make an informed decision about COVID-19 vaccine.
HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU. HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal.
Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
Let's get back to strolling instead of scrolling. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts on COVID-19 vaccines. Visit GetVaccineAnswers.org so you can make an informed decision for yourself and for your fam.
Have you had your Earth Blend Coffee today? At Earth Blend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee.
It's been difficult because I hadn't been able to see my grandchildren.
An expression on someone's face when you do something nice for them.
I miss all my friends in school.
Visit GetVaccineAnswers.org so you can make an informed decision about COVID-19 vaccine.
HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU. HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
Let's get back to strolling instead of scrolling. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts on COVID-19 vaccines. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision for yourself and for your family.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
It's been difficult because I hadn't been able to see my grandchildren.
An expression on someone's face when you do something nice for them.
I miss all my friends in school.
Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision about COVID-19 vaccine.
HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU. HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold on. What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
Buick Envision 2021.
Oh, you should pick something stronger. That's really predictable.
That's a really tight spot. Don't worry, I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
Hey.
Really outdid yourself.
Yes, we did.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
Let's get back to strolling instead of scrolling. Before we can safely come together, we need the facts on COVID-19 vaccines. Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision for yourself and for your family.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee.
It's been difficult because I hadn't been able to see my grandchildren.
An expression on someone's face when you do something nice for them.
I miss all my friends in school.
Visit getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision about COVID-19 vaccine.
HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU. HBCU League Pass. Watch your favorite black colleges. Some of the best players in the land. HBCU League Pass. It's game time. I'm proud and I love my HBCU.
It's 8 o'clock. You know what time it is. It's My Head in the Way Monday at 8 p.m. with Candy Conversations with Love
LaShawn
and Sanja. All right. Happy 8 o'clock. What's up? What's up? What's up? We ready to go? We ready to go? We ready to go? We got our sounds going. Everything looks good. All right. All right. Hey, LaShawn.
Hey, Sandra.
How you doing?
I'm here.
Yeah, no, it's Monday. Mondays are tough, you know. When we used to do it on Wednesday, you know, you got a chance to ramp it up, but it'd be hump day. But Mondays, you come straight out like, woo, I had to get up Sunday. Well, at least I ain't had to drive to South Carolina this past Sunday
Right.
and turn back around. So I ain't gonna complain. But yeah, we look forward to today sharing y'all what we got going on. We got our paper, so let's do it. What we doing today? What we got first? You know where we're at, right? We're on the Jericho Broadcast Network, and we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Yes. I need that link because I think my sister want to cast it to YouTube. You got this? The number one. Okay, that's right. So that's all we know. That's all I know right now. We're going to introduce what we're going to do today. We're going to do our trending topics. You got any trending topics? I got one trending topic, but I don't know.
I just have one.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it was just about the Insecure show where on the first episode, they came back and Tiffany was wearing the AKA.
Yeah, what's up?
And so I guess everybody had their shirt tied in a knot and all the AKAs, some of the AKAs, I guess, was mad. And I guess one of the directors or whatever made a statement about they talking to their lawyer to protect their brand or whatever.
Oh, my God.
And I get it. You want to protect your brand, but it wasn't like she was sliding down a pole with the damn sweater on.
Right.
To me, it was like she was just representing, black culture, black, HBCU, whatever, at a predominantly white institution. So I don't see why people all in an uproar about, the letters. And I understand y'all be hazed and all this shit that y'all had to go through the, pledge and the crossover or whatever. But some of you some bitches ain't even graduate.
Right. A lot of you
motherfuckers ain't graduate. So
yes.
let's just go and keep that 100.
It's a
lot of people out here wearing letters that ain't graduate. Y'all not paying y'all fees, so y'all can't even go to the conclaves.
Right.
Because y'all ain't even no card-carrying member. But y'all out here ski-wee and all this all type of bullshit. But guess what? Because I used to volunteer for AKAs and go to, not volunteer, but I used to go to their little events. Yes. I got all kind of glasses that got AK on it. So what? I can't drink out of my wine glass in public?
Right.
Fuck out of here. All the money I didn't help donate. So guess what? I had bought a pink purse. Okay. Pink and green.
All right now.
Because I like the colors pink and green because I was going to pledge AKA because I used to go to a lot of their events.
Right.
And so I had got this little purse here. It's pink and green. Go with my little dress.
Right.
That I got from Pink Divas Boutique. So shout out to Pink Divas Boutique. You can catch them on Facebook at Pink Divas Boutique.
Cute. Look
Instagram.
At that.
Look
at
Instagram,
that.
Pink Divas Boutique. I think it's pink_divas_boutique. Go to the little sign. I don't know. Y'all can see it. But yeah, I had bought this because I fucks with AKA.
Okay.
But I don't fucks with y'all no more because y'all can't be clowning Insecure.
Right.
Because that's my show. Anybody know me know I love Insecure. And it was just real petty. But yeah, this is cute. So I had bought this, go my little dress. I had some pink shoes. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be killing it.
Right. Now we can't wear no pink or green either.
You can wear pink and green, but
I'm just saying they
just went on and on and on about it, and we got so much other stuff black people to worry about than somebody wearing somebody's letters. And there's no disrespect to sororities and to the Divine Nine, because I know a lot of y'all are service oriented. Y'all do good stuff in the community, and it's a lot of y'all out here that's really doing good stuff. But it's a lot of y'all that just was drunk in college and just jumped on the roll, and y'all crossed over. Somebody let y'all cross over, and then y'all ain't even finished school.
There's a lot of freshmen on Greek. That's all I gotta say.
So
we know that.
Keep that 100. There's a lot. I know a lot of Greek people ain't got a degree one.
Right. That's true.
I know a lot of Greek people don't pay their dues, but they just still be out here wearing their letters and all this and that and representing. I feel like if you're not paying your dues
you shouldn't even be
able to wear your letters. You should give them back.
Right. You're right.
Because obviously because I was, like I said, I was going to pledge AKA because I know AKA, and she was like, she wanted me to pledge the graduate chapter because I used to always go to their events. Whenever they was having fundraisers, I would always buy a ticket to go to help out with the cause because I know that they do good stuff for the community. But y'all are being petty.
I know. Yeah, what's your letter?
That's why he over there coughing.
What's your letter?
I
see you, Father.
I saw the blue shirt.
I didn't even thought about that. I didn't even catch that. But you know what? I heard that interview, and they was like, "Is she an AKA?" Da 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 da. I was like, "Yeah, there they go." So you know what? It's been other things that have come on TV that people have had sorority type things, but I guess a lot of times they change the name.
They changed the letters.
So,
they changed the letters.
Yeah, so I get. Hello, I see
sure.
that. Yeah, that's probably why they all up in the roar.
But I would have thought that with a company HBO or whatever for legal reasons. Me personally, I would have thought that that's something that the legal team
should have cleared
and looked into before that girl even got on there with the sweater.
Because it's
or
been a
even
run.
If she had on pink and green, just not show the letters or whatever.
So allegedly, it wasn't the letters and the colors. Apparently, they showed the shield. And I don't know if the shield was on the sweater or if it was on it was on something that was visible. So supposedly that's what the whole uproar was supposed to be about.
Oh, okay.
But here's also something I heard that I have not been able to verify yet, that apparently the reason that you would have seen that shield is that the house that they shot it in actually belongs to an AKA.
Oh, so that was her stuff. Okay.
So, so that's the thing. So, I don't know. Did you see, did she have the shield on the sweater? Is that what it was? Because I didn't see it.
I didn't see the
I just heard it on
honestly, I didn't see the shield. I did see the sweater. I believe I saw part of the A. But
they do stuff like that all the time.
But
because what they'll do is they'll have, just so that you can see, like they won't have the K, the other A on the sweater that she's wearing.
But I don't recall seeing the shield though. But I mean, even if I went back and watched it, they probably didn't edit it out by now. But I don't, because even when they show, like when this Sunday's episode and they were showing what happened last Sunday, the sweater was in one episode was kind of blurred out, but you can still see that it was green. And then there was something else where she was sitting in the audience, and I think that maybe I just saw an A or something. I can't be for sure, but to me. The way people was carrying on the internet about it,
kind of trouble. Were like going off
trouble my spirit.
Stuff like that is stupid. As someone who's a member of an organization, I think stuff like that is overly. People are overly critical, and a lot of times it's stupid.
Yeah.
I can understand if you're talking about protecting your brand.
Right.
In the sense, like somebody said, like somebody slide down a pole, and those aren't supposedly the tenets that we're doing. And then, if you have people committing crimes in the stuff or, different characters wearing it, I get all that. Yeah. But we also have to understand that is just, it's Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a representation of what's supposed to be real life. And so that's why most people, they'll make up fraternities and sororities because
they don't want to deal with that,
to deal with that kind of stuff. So, but I mean, like I said, as long as they're not showing your stuff in a negative light,
that's what I thought.
I personally don't see the problem with it. But then again, that's just me.
Okay, but this is something else that troubled my spirit. It, had my chakra unbalanced. because somebody posted that. I don't want to lie on a person. Let's get it right. Because they was at Stanford.
Okay.
Somebody posted that. Oh, well, they're at Stanford. Why they're not? I can see if it was a HBCU or whatever. So you telling me that people who are AKAs or whatever, or they don't have any AKAs at Stanford? Is that what you're telling me? You only have the Divine Nine is only at HBCUs? Because that's a lie. Because I went to Georgia State and I went to an informational meeting for the Deltas. And when I was there, but like I said, I was asked to pledge, AKA graduate, the graduate chapter. But they all over Georgia State. Georgia State is a predominantly white institution, so I don't.
Technically, no, it's not. It's actually majority black.
I understand, but it's not classified as an HBCU. It's classified as a PWI.
Well, and we're everywhere. The fraternities and sororities are everywhere. I think a lot of people get over on that because the majority of the the majority of the Divine Nine were founded on HBCU campuses. I'm not sure where the IOTAs were founded. And it's actually Sigma Gamma Rho month. I can't remember where they were founded either. But the Alphas and the Kappas were the only two that I know who were not founded on HBCU campuses. And so, and again, that's something, like you said, that's just stupid to think that the only place that they are HBCUs.
Because when somebody said that, I was like, you know what, I'm going to log off life right now because this right here don't even make any sense to me. But anyway, like I said, because I love pink and green. I remember my bedroom was pink and green. So, again, pink and green, Pink Divas Boutique.
Come on, come through. Come through.
Go on, get you one.
Okay, come through. Yeah. And I mean, I'm fond of the Delta. So, people they are touchy. They are real weird about you even trying to go oop or ski week. And they don't even want you doing it if you ain't you've never crossed over. Not even, because they like, that's their pride. That's their pride, and I would think that this girl, the character on Insecure, has been on there 5 seasons. Everybody knows she an AKA.
Her and Molly. It's a known fact that her and Molly are AKAs
so
on Insecure.
When did y'all have a problem with it? Because you saw some of y'all.
Because they saw the colors.
Oh my God.
Supposedly it was just.
Well, they should have had some problem with it before then.
Right, but just her being an AKA.
Yeah,
just her saying it.
Just her saying that she
that's where I'm
You should have said that you was something else. You should have said you was an AKI.
Yeah, right.
AKE or whatever.
AK nothing. LK Delta. We can
AKK.
Put them together. Look.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I have for trending topics because that trouble my spirit. Because what y'all not gonna do is come for my people on Insecure.
Right.
We not doing that.
Right.
So,
okay.
I've said my piece.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Well, let's do 6 centimeters from crazy because that was enough trending topics on that part because I really didn't have nothing good to say. But this is the next part I want to talk about. It's kind of a trending topic and it's a 6 centimeter from crazy. Is that we got senators being fined because they won't wear their mask on the floor of the Senate still. And the fines are going to come out of taxpayers' money. We pay them with our money. So what they gonna pay 15,000, 45, 40, 20,000, 50? Where the money gonna come from? It's taxpayers' money. So that's 6 centimeters of crazy if you think that you just gonna take your check and pay the fines with the money that we give you to be disobedient. I think that they should be, if you can't come to work with what you're supposed to do, then you should be docked. So it come out of their own personal money. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that's
because that ain't hurting them if they're not paying it.
Exactly. That's why they keep doing it. That's why they keep doing it because most of them people rich anyway. They just go to the Senate to get more money. Most people aren't commonly broke in this, that have made it that far. And most of them are lifetime senators. They get paid $150,000 a year, whatever. And they work half nothing. But then because if you was finding
that's all the little money they get under the table.
Yeah, if you were finding me $15,000 for not wearing my mask, and I was broke, I'd be wearing my mask real quick, right? So that's what I'm saying. We paying them to use our taxpayer money to be defiant. We need to pay attention to what's going on in the government. And sometimes we just don't even pay no attention. They do this little stuff. They throw money out. I mean, it is crazy how unattached that people are to their money because they don't see it coming out every day. That 35 or 40% we pay in the IRS, that's what's funding this and all of our property taxes. We ain't got nothing left. We working for them dumbass people on the Hill. So that's what I got to say. You win this week. The senators, please wear your mask. Stop wasting our money and do what you're supposed to do to represent the people. That's it. It's like, whatever. Thank you for listening. So we got good topics. We got some good stuff to talk tonight. It's gonna get juicy, and I know that Roy gonna say something, producer, because we gonna get into somebody's business all around here. I don't know who business is gonna be, but let's see. I don't know none of your business. I'm just saying it in general. So the first topic we're gonna get into is when your soulmate ain't shit. Wow, we did these topics some time ago, so this is what we thought about. It was like, And you know, LaShawn, she can tell you what soul ties are and soulmates. So I want her to kick it off with that. You don't want me to? Okay, all right, I got you. Okay. And then my phone done took a daggone dictatorship. I don't know what the heck that is. So let's get into
Sandra,
this.
you could go into telling them what your soulmate is, and then I got some more tips for you to let you know if you and your partner are compatible or not.
Okay, all right, let's do that.
This ain't written in stone, but if
nothing.
If the shoe fit weird, if it's too tight, take it off.
Okay, that's all we got to do with that. So 12 types of soulmates you might have and know how to recognize. And here we go. So, there we go. I don't know what those two people are doing, but that's just what they have on their page. So, okay, so we want to start off, if you do feel like you know what a soul connection is. They say it is when two people feel they are linked on a soul level in a significant or extraordinary way. It's the sense that your link transcends the earth plane. So you really feeling that person. You feel like everything they do is something that you feeling. You know what I mean? So if you feel like you have this person in your life, then you move forward, and you may even think that, you know, you've been here before with this person. Some people even feel to that level. It says, when I hear someone use the word soulmate, it often seems to connotate its exclusivity. So a lot of people feel like, you know, you're connected like that way, that's your person and I'm your person.
And that's not often true, because
Right.
often you can have more than one soulmate, and a soulmate does not have to be a romantic partner. A soulmate could be a friend, soulmate could be a pet, a soulmate could be anybody. So a lot of times people be having life fucked up because they think that the soulmate is just their romantic partner, and sometimes it's not.
It
And
ain't.
sometimes you also have to understand too that when you and your soulmate is over, sometimes y'all only supposed to share a space for a certain amount of time.
Exactly.
And then that person may be contracted to have a relationship with somebody else or whatever, but y'all be holding on like luggage. And that's why your relationships be so full of just drama and just despair, because your time is up.
Okay.
So you also gotta know that too. So.
And they do go to the second level of that too. It's like that we're actually all linked on a soul level. So you also could be your soulmate in many different ways. So there could, you know, like you said, Pat, I really think that Raz was my soulmate. That dog, it just broke my heart when he passed away. It made me totally, I was just paralyzed. So
I'm glad you said that about Raz too, because also, I think I was reading an article. It says sometimes when a person gives you an animal and say, "Can you keep this animal because I got to go out of town, or I can no longer take care of this animal,"
That's what
and
happened.
you have this connection with this pet or whatever. That's because you and that pet, like you said, is your soulmate.
Yeah, he was supposed
and
to be
so
with me.
that's because you know the Eastern cultures, they believe in reincarnation. So sometimes people leave and they come back as an animal, and because y'all may have shared a past life. So when that person, when they comes back, or however, whatever form you come back in, if you guys have this soul contract, then you are going to find your way back to each other.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I've actually watched that movie about dogs that died and they kept being reincarnated till they got back to their original owner. Oh my God, you know, I was bawling at the end. I was like, Raz, please come back. You know, I don't know how long it's gonna take you to come back because I'm so sad.
Yeah, the one dog that kept coming back, a different little dog.
Yes, and especially when he got killed as a puppy. Oh Jesus, I almost couldn't watch the rest of it because he got killed in a car accident. Oh my God, I was like, don't kill the dog like that. At least they didn't run over no dog. And, you know, that was bad. But anyways, yes, so keeping it moving. Sorry about that. But, you know, but that's true. You know, a lot of things connect you. And, like, we are all spirits, you know. So this is just a housing. Inside, you know, this is just just like the It's just like where we are right now. So there are certain souls you agreed to partner with in this lifetime. The most common type of soulmate you may have agreed to be best friends. You know, you might be in-laws, raise children together, or open a business together. A soul partnership could be with someone you know intimately for your whole life, like a beloved sibling, or it can be with someone you barely know for a short time. Like an influential person in your industry who offers you a big break in your career. Soul partners are specifically designed to help support you in this life emotionally, professionally, in any other way you require to accomplish and experience what the soul planned for you to do here on earth. And that's like, you know, piggybacking on what LaShawn said, is that everybody's not supposed to be here for your entire life. And it's sometimes, you know, it's very, I mean, just in connecting you in a bond like marriage, when that person, you know, dies and they go away, you know, that is something that some people just can't stand, but that was the end of that connection here on earth, you know, and you have to learn to go to the next, you know, next step of your plan, because they're gone, and it's hard to look at it that way, but it is a next step for you. You know, if you're still here, there's still plans for you in this earth. So that's what I believe. It says, in other way, you require, accomplish, and experience what your soul plans to do here on earth. None of us can do this life alone. And soul partnerships remind us of how beautiful, masterfully, and intricately our lives are woven together. So this one is, you know, just the starting point of what you think a soul partner would be.
So basically what she's saying is when you have a partnership with somebody, partnerships are supposed to be interdependent. So it's like whatever one person is missing, the other person might have. Whatever one person is good at, the other person may not be good at, but they may be good at something else. So you kind of complement each other. So you're interdependent and not dependent. And I think a lot of times we get it twisted because we become dependent on people and stuff like that. True. When you're not supposed to be dependent on anybody, because everybody comes with, you know, you have, you know, you got something in you to offer, so you don't have to be dependent on another being. Find out how you can help. Don't be an asset instead of liability. People are tired of liabilities. It's 2021. We all out here struggling.
We are. And with us being separated for like over 2 years, a lot of people really found out, you know, what it felt like to be isolated, you know, and we are a communal being. So we do need other people. We do need those connections in order to, you know, get motivated to be, you know, just to live this life, because it can take a toll on you. That's why when they put people in solitary confinement for a definite amount of time, it causes them to have mental breakdowns. Like the young guy that got killed sometime. I mean, he killed himself eventually. He was put in jail by accident. He didn't even do it. And because he was so young, they kept him isolated for so long. And he was just totally, when he got out, he just could not.
Yes, a person can have more than one soulmate, Monica. Sandra, let's stay on task. Move on.
Okay, yes, sir. Okay.
Got over there talking about the man.
Okay, soul ties. When you feel a soul tie, it's simply the sense that another soul is in your life for a reason. For example, if your life is very busy, yet you meet a new potential friend or potential business partner, the sense that you have a soul tie to this person could inspire you to make room in your life for the relationship. Perhaps you're not not in the market for a pet, but when a friend says they need to give up their pet, I mean, you already like preempt me on that one. That, you know, you get the pet. It says it might give you the feeling that you have a soul tie with this animal, and bringing it into your home is the right thing to do for the both of you. And it was for me, and I really felt that it helped me over a couple things. So you might think of a soul tie as the ties that bind, like the Bruce Springsteen song. I mean, you can just be connected to a lot of things in this earth. Past life soulmates. Many Eastern religions and philosophies discuss the concept of past lives. I've never felt, it says, like, if the connection is manifesting as a romance, they might say, I've never felt this way before, when two souls have shared a significant past life together, or perhaps several. So you feel like what they say about kids. They were like, they've been here before, because it's like, how do you even know these things? You know, they're coming out like this. I think the people who on the other side must be coming up fast because the kids are really different. What people are feeling is built up energy over other lifetimes together, and a soul recognition. Although you can have a soul recognition with any type of soulmate, the past life ones, whether you were at odds or best friends in the past life, are extremely powerful. Extremely. And this psychiatrist and past life regression expert, two souls could agree to reincarnate and navigate toward each other after spending 1,000 Earth years apart, which is quite romantic. So there are a lot of philosophies, a lot of things that would tie into this type of topic, and some things people are not going to receive, some people will. Karmic soulmates. So karmic soulmates are sometimes called wrecking ball soulmates, but instead of thinking of karma as good or bad or a system of punishment or reward, think of it as merely a neutral energy of cause and effect. So like a lot of people say, what goes around comes around. So you don't want to put out a lot of bad energy. Every interaction with another person creates energy that can turn into karma. That isn't anything to fear, but something to be mindful of. Karmic relationships may come into our lives as a change agent who facilitate through positive, negative, or natural interactions. And for myself, I attach to that because I have a lot of people in and out of my life all the time, and sometimes I just feel like I'm like the door to whatever they're going to, because I don't see how it benefited me. So I'll be like, why I couldn't miss that one. But anywho, romantic soulmates, number 5. After giving thousands of intuitive readings to clients from this person, few things I know for sure, as Oprah would say. One is that when we enter a significant romantic relationship or fall in love, there's a possibility we'll partner with this person. What's not only possible but definite is that we are being given the opportunity to heal, learn, and grow because of the relationship. Even in the happiest of healthiest relationships, romantic soulmates can tend to tap dance on your biggest wounds or challenge you in uncomfortable ways. When two souls enter a romantic relationship, they are also entering a classroom together. And this person said, I had many clients who met their ideal partner and said, I feel like I've been waiting my whole life to meet this person. It's always worth the wait. Find ways to fall in love with life, work, or believe in a great romantic relationship. It's possible for you, and get help to heal those romantic wounds from the past. So, what do you think about that?
I think that when you meet somebody and everything is not going peachy keen and you feel like your soulmate ain't shit and you want to throw them away or discard them, sometimes they don't be shit. Sometimes they need to go. But sometimes they are, like they said, they're there for you to, instead of looking on the outside trying to figure out what's wrong with them, look on the inside to figure out what's wrong with you. Because if you change, because you can't change somebody else, but if you change what's going on with you, then one or two things will happen. Like I always say, either that relationship will get better or that person will leave, and they will leave peacefully. So sometimes the soulmate comes, to, bring light on unhealed places within you. But a lot of times we don't receive it like that because we feel like they're doing us dirty or they're doing us wrong. Oh, woe is me. Instead of saying, okay, what is this person trying to show me? Because although we're spiritual beings, we are so connected to humanness that we don't even, a lot of times we don't look at spirituality on a deeper level outside of some people looking at church. And that's right, to me, is superficial, because you got to go deeper than that to actually see, what's going on with your soul, why your soul is here. Because I've heard, I don't know, that they said that when somebody challenges you, that it's so that your soul can evolve and so that your soul can experience certain things, heal and evolve to a higher level, which really is love and unconditional love. Because when you get to that level, you're not judging people. You give people the grace to be who they are. But at the same time, you don't attract bullshit into your life because you are vibrating at a higher level. So a person who's not vibrating at the same level that you're vibrating on, you and them probably paths are not going to cross because you're not on that same level. So a lot of times when people be meeting people and be like, oh, they not on my level. Yeah, they are on your level. That's why y'all met.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
you
why
attract
they in your
what
life.
you
That's
are.
what you attract them. So instead of looking outward and trying to fix what's wrong with them, just fix what's wrong with you. and then everything else will fix itself.
Right.
Now,
that's
I don't
right.
know what the soul is trying to evolve to. I be trying to figure that out, because I'm like, what the fuck we trying to evolve to?
Me
you know,
too.
We came here, and we as spiritual beings, and we came here. What we trying to evolve to?
I know. What are we going?
What we trying to do? What we trying to feel? Because right now, I feel stressed.
I do too. I was like, it got to be better than this guy.
Right. So what we trying to do?
I think that the past, if I just, go from, as far as, what they say in church or whatever, the beginning, God had to erase this and start it all over again. I think that we still haven't figured out, we supposed to love one another, and love is not evident in everyday life. It's not. It's not unconditional. It's got price tags on it. It's got, a lot of other, stuff.
What you can do for me.
Yeah, and so everything is about what dollar, how we can get it. Everything costs something, so you got to have money. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it just has turned into, I got an example that probably don't make any sense, but to me is, why build a car that can go 180 miles an hour and I can only drive 75 miles an hour? Why am I paying for all this extra technology? You know what I'm saying? They come out every year with something else, faster and faster and faster, and the speed limit not going up. You know what I'm saying? What the hell am I paying for the other 85 miles an hour for? So I'm just trying to say, and in the earth, I feel the same way. It's like we've gone so fast, but we've not accomplished that much. We were just on horse and buggies. Now we can go to the moon and come back any day we want to. They go up there for 1 hour now, but we still can't figure out how to feed everybody in the world.
Because they don't want to feed everybody in the world. We can figure it out. We just don't want to.
Because Tesla said he got $65 billion ready to write a check if they can show him that they got the infrastructure to do it. He wants everybody to have food. So who gonna say no to that? Now you gonna say we don't want to feed the world when we got the dots to do it? Because money ain't real. But whatever, we got the dots to transfer to you to make it look real. And now what you got to say?
Okay, so we can go to break.
And the soul ties.
and when we come back, we're going to move on to signs that you're not with your long-term partner.
Okay.
And then get into when your person you love did you dirty, how to overcome hurt and betrayal. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the Quicker Picker-Upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the Quicker Picker-Upper.
All right, and we're back. And now I'm just going to go into some signs that you're not with your long-term partner. Like I said, this could or could not be true. You have to, figure your relationship out for yourself. But, number one, they said they can't read your mind. They said a lot of times people can read your mind or at least pick up on your feelings. They know when something is wrong. But sometimes when you deal with a narcissist, they don't realize when something's wrong because it's always about them. So if you're with somebody who can't really read your mind, or they can't really feel it to know when something is wrong with you, or they think you just being a bitch or something, or an asshole, so they may not be the person for you because you guys are not connected in that way.
Right.
There's zero chemistry. And and you can take sexual chemistry into account with this, but you know, sometimes it's just zero sparks when you kiss that person and you don't feel nothing. Maybe it's a good sign. Y'all ain't supposed to be together.
Like, let me try that again. No.
So, you know, sometimes if the chemistry be thrown off, you know, maybe you and that person are better off as just friends.
Right.
Number 3, they say they don't ever compliment you.
Right.
Or they always finding fault in you. Like, you know, you're number 4, you're constantly feel judged. Like, no matter what you do, they got something to say, something negative to say. You could be dressed up to go out. Oh, you gonna wear that?
Right.
Oh, you need to lose 5 pounds. Oh, you need to gain 5 pounds. Oh, you need to, you really want to wear your hair like that? Or, oh, so this is, you know, so you have to be careful about that, because sometimes people will slick dish you, you know, on a slide, and they'll do it like they trying to help you or like they trying to give you some feedback or whatever, and really they just constantly judging you. So, you know, I always tell people in situations like that, if you don't fit up to their standard, they can go find somebody who does. There's, 7 billion people in the world. There's somebody out here for you now. There's somebody out here where you don't have to be criticizing somebody, messing with somebody's self-esteem because you're sitting up there judging them.
Yeah.
They said sometimes number 5, sometimes your significant other seems to forget you exist. Out of sight, out of mind. Maybe, you know, they don't reach out to you regularly. Maybe they only reach out every now and then, you know, when they want something, you know. Other than that, normal. They done sidelined you. So that's something to think about too. That maybe that person don't never want to talk to you, but they always text you. So you have to look at stuff like that.
I know. And then with the texting world, I mean, you don't know if you really in a relationship, because it's like you don't ever talk to people. I'm talking about friends, family, infos. You don't. You think you friends and stuff. You ain't even talked to me in a year.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then sometimes when you're communicating with them, you second guessing yourself. This is number 6. Number 6, they say you might type and retype your text or whatever, or you walk on eggshells, you know, or what you want to say, or you don't stand up or speak up for yourself because you're afraid that you might trigger them or set them off, or that if you want to do something, they shoot it down because they feel like it's not a good idea. And it's like you're always doing what they want you to do, but they don't ever want to bend and do what you want to do or compromise. So that, you know, that might be a red flag. So if you're going through that, these are red flags. Look out for them. Please do. Number 7, you constantly have to explain your actions. If you constantly got to explain everything to, you constantly got to explain their actions. So if this person is an asshole and your family friends be like, why are you with them, and you making excuses for them, that might be a red flag. He or she doesn't put in the work. It says relationships are not even. Even if you are with your soulmate, there still be arguments to overcome and obstacles to navigate. The difference is, are you willing to put in the work?
Yeah.
You know, if you find someone where you have to fix everything, then you're setting a pattern that you're going to be the one who always fix everything, or you're going to be always be the one to try to be the peacekeeper, because, again, you're not going to say stuff to trigger this person because you don't want to set them off, and you don't want to have to get into sometimes people think of a healthy discussion as an argument. So if you try to explain yourself to them, or if you voice your opinion, they look at it as an argument, or you being combative, or you being aggressive, or you nagging. And if that's the case, that's a red flag.
Right.
This one right here.
Yeah, that's
number
really
9
bad.
said they don't light up.
They don't light up when they see you?
When they see you. They said when you enter the room, they don't light
They're
up.
like, here she comes.
Here she comes.
And if somebody, and you feel like that way about
if you don't light up when they come in the room, if they come in the room, you be like, man, here they come.
Yeah,
It
like,
might be
I
a
wish
red
I
flag.
need to go somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
You know how you feel about people you don't like. That's what that means. You don't like them
Yeah.
that much.
Right. They don't seem interested in the future. So if you with somebody and they don't seem like y'all got a future together, and every time you talk about the future, they be trying to push it off, it might be a red flag that, you know what, you just wasting your time. I ain't gonna say that you wasting your time, but you might just need to put it in perspective.
Yeah, because like you said, you know, there are, like this in the article said, some people are here to, you might mistake it for a relationship, but they might be there to move you along.
Get you right for somebody else.
Yeah, so don't cut off your nose to spite your face
Yeah.
before you figure out why they there. Because a lot of times people will just, they're a spirit troublers. I don't know if that's in there or not, but for me, I know that people will keep on pushing you, and then they don't see themselves, and they'll keep on pushing you, and you'll get off. And I've gotten off the road before the end came because I let people bother my spirit. So
Right.
now I need to just get in my quiet zone, hear what I want to do, and then navigate around it.
Right.
And not let people force me out of my blessing.
Exactly. So if you with somebody and they don't seem like you got a future with them, you can either leave the relationship if, especially if you in a relationship to get married, then you could just leave the relationship. But try to lead the relationship better than what you went into it for, because
Right.
what you don't want to do is repeat that relationship, because if you don't learn whatever spiritual lesson that you were supposed to learn, you're going to repeat it with a different person. So you might as well go on and rock it out till you heal,
Right.
and then you can be all right with it, and then you can move on and be healthy and better for somebody else. Because what you don't want to do is bring that drama and that negative energy and that wall into another relationship, because that new person hasn't done anything to you. So sometimes people are not supposed to be in your future too. So if that's the case, just put them on the fun. Okay, this fun right here.
This is a fun.
This
is
fun. This ain't future. This fun. This ain't future.
All right. And you
Okay.
got to know the difference.
Yeah. And number 11 is you don't feel secure. If you don't feel secure about the relationship, and you worry about anything will turn your partner off, that, you know what, that
That's
definitely may not
abusive.
be your soulmate, but your soul will know. Your soul
Yeah.
will feel uneasy. But a lot of times I think we ignore these red flags because we really want to make it work with that person. And sometimes people do it out of loneliness. But can I tell you something? It's better to be single than to be in a bad marriage.
Okay. Or bad anything.
Bad anything, because it's easy to say I do. It's hard to say I don't, because you got to pay to get rid of them. And then don't let them contest it.
Not the contestable divorce.
But, okay, so I'm going to just shout this out real quick. There are some tips from Psychology Today.
Okay.
It says, write out the 5 qualities about the other person that help you fall in love with them. Was it kindness? Was it empathy? Were they a good listener? Were they generous? Did they have a good spirit and honest? And then it says, write down, at least 2 of those experiences that brought the 2 of you joy. And then it says, write down your concerns, from, simple annoyances to self-destructive tendencies, and then, after giving it some thought, make your choice from there. Does this person really, is this person really somebody for me? Is this the future? Or is this fun?
Right, because and a lot of times when you're in a relationship that you're not sure is for you or against you, you got. I always put what's good and what's bad. Now, if it's more bad than it's good, then you're not. You got your answer right there.
Right
And
there.
a lot of times people don't have the skills or they just don't know what to do when they're in a relationship. And again, like you gotta have communication in your relationship. Y'all can't talk to each other. The only person y'all doing is yelling. That ain't communicating. And every time y'all communicate is about something you don't like. You gotta look at yourself. Everything ain't about you.
Yeah.
Everything ain't about you. You gotta come to a happy medium. People don't read people's minds.
Yeah.
So if you have something that somebody needs to do for you, you need to say, I need you to do these things.
Yeah.
And then they can say, I'm going to do them or I'm not. Then you'll know they really shitty or they not.
Yeah.
They'll be a
And,
shitty
and if they
person.
don't want to do it, or if you're afraid to say this or stand up for yourself, that's
Yes.
probably not the person for you.
No.
If you can't be your genuine, authentic self in a relationship where you got to act a certain way to be with somebody, that is not the person for you.
That is
and you
not.
got to really realize that. And then you probably need to put them down as fun.
Yeah, fun or no fun. I don't
Or
want to be
out.
around nobody that don't make me feel good.
Yeah, I mean, but they might want to be staying for other stuff. So I mean, I ain't gonna tell you to cut out
But
all
you know
your
what?
blessings.
Sometimes you will stay for the good, and they just ain't the right person. They
yeah,
shitty
but
and
you
they
can-
ain't no good. And though they might have good, but they ain't no good.
Yeah.
And that ain't the person that I'm gonna be with, because I'm not gonna. That's
why if
it'll
you're
push
single,
you down.
is dating is a process of
Yeah,
elimination. So that's
elimination.
why if you're single and you dating, but a lot of times people don't date to try to eliminate who's good for them and who's not. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
they be in a
They be
long-term
in
relationship for
long-term
so long, and then
relationship
you get
with
out of
some-
that one.
Yeah, you be in a relationship with some bullshit, and you probably should have just. Well, you should have probably just been dating, but sometimes people been conditioned that I'm gonna be monogamous.
Yeah.
To some.
The Bible just said, "Do not commit adultery." You can only commit adultery in marriage. So that's the 10 Commandments. So I'm just saying. Just saying. Read the Bible, right? And then you'll be okay.
That's if you read the Bible. If you don't read the Bible.
If you do, you don't.
If you don't read the Bible, live your life.
All right. But I'm just saying, they don't even say nothing like that. So you got to just figure it out.
I mean, live your life. If you don't read the Bible, if you don't believe in the 10 Commandments, live your life. So if you married and you want to get you some, go get you some.
Everybody gonna do what they want. Everybody gonna do what they want to do anyway.
Do what you can handle.
Yep. Do what you can deal with. Keep it going.
Okay. So next we're gonna move into when the person you truly love did you dirty, how to overcome hurt and betrayal.
That's a hard one. You know, because when you love somebody, I mean, literally, you put your all, you just threw it out there, and then they just walked all over you and didn't ask for your permission. Now, if you want to walk,
they asked you for permission to walk on you?
Yes, no, because sometimes you can be in agreement to be in a bad relationship, but you just decided I love you. Oh, I just know you gonna be there for me, and then one day you just don't, they just let you down. So. Been there, got a t-shirt, girl. I got all the t-shirts about that one. So, but in how you forgive, you have to decide that you're gonna forgive a person that do you wrong, but that don't mean you got to be in a relationship with them ever again. But if you want to, I think after a long time, I hadn't had a certain conversation with a person. I had it recently, and it opened up a lot of avenues and cleared out a lot of dust that I had stuck in my head, because I never asked that question, and now I'm mature enough to just hear the answer. And I think that people in any of those type of relationships, if they hurt you, then I think if you can safely ask that person, not going back to nobody who's domestic violence, and they go, you don't want to do all that, because those people are untrustworthy, I'm telling you, because they flip on you. You already know if you ever been in that. But if somebody you cared about in the past and you never have cleared that out, you should be able to go back to that person and say, you know what, I really would like to know why this didn't happen, and then you can just let it go, or you can actually forgive and move on, and it won't even be a question anymore, not even a thought.
That's true.
I think that worked for me.
So if you find yourself tormented by somebody and you decide to move on, Deepak Chopra says that these are 7 things that you can do when you feel like you've been betrayed. First of all, gain some detachment. Don't answer their phone calls. Don't be texting them. Don't be stalking them on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. Leave them people alone. Okay?
Okay.
Leave them alone.
Okay.
Don't be trying to create a fake page so you can see what they're doing or none of that.
Yeah. You don't know that? Where you at?
Don't indulge in emotions you can't afford. Don't act as if you're feeling worse than you are or better than you are. If you feeling bad, feel bad. Sit in it. Feel the pain. If you not feeling bad, don't be acting like woe is me. If you happy they gone, turn up. Make plans for emotional recovery.
Yes.
Look at where you hurt, wounded, see yourself victimized, and set out to heal those areas. Don't just be a victim all the time. Get off of woe is me street. Find out what happened. Find out what part you played in it, because people can't use you without your permission. Grieve over how you feel. Feel your pain. Grieve over it, and then move on. Don't just stay there. Just, move on. If that means you got to go to the club or whatever, drop it like it's hot, whatever you got to do it.
And I want to say this, in relationships that you find that you always come out on the bottom of this relationship, you got to pause and start looking at what it is that you're attracting, what is causing this in your life. Because a lot of people have unhealed mental health issues, abuse when they were younger, and they just keep going and going. I met this lady at the she was crying at her register, and she was in an abusive relationship, and she said I had to walk away from everything, and I said you should keep walking. Things are things. Your life is more important. But a lot of times we'll keep doing the same thing, getting the same result, because we never heal ourselves so that we don't attract that kind of mess back into our lives. Because a lot of people will hide that they're domestic abusers until they have you cornered. And so you have to set your rules where if you've been in that relationship before, you first of all need to put it on the table with your next person, and then you got to test that out under different circumstances to know. And it takes a lot of time. It's PTSD when somebody has abused you physically, mentally, and you just got to look at yourself.
Yeah. Number 5 is seek a confidant. seek a friend that you can talk to, but don't be wearing the shit out of them with the same problem. Now, if you're not gonna do nothing, don't be wearing your friends talking about some Billy did this and Bobby did that and
Not you,
Joanne
Billy.
did this
Not you,
and not you, Billy, and all this and that. Get yourself together, cause we ain't gonna keep on listening to you talk about Jody. Now
we need to hear some advancement.
We gotta hear you saying, you know what, girl, fuck him.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what, fuck her. Don't keep on with the same old.
Right.
Cause we gonna. I mean, there's people out there that will enable you, that will keep listening. I'm not.
Okay.
Let me just say that.
Okay.
Work toward a tomorrow that we're better than yesterday. Don't fixate on the past or what might have been.
Right.
Keep it moving. Sometimes you got to, hey, ladies, I'm talking to y'all, because sometimes, you got to be like, you know what, can't nobody wear my heels?
Ladies.
You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you bring to the table. Now, if you ain't shit, sit down. But if you know that you're a good person and you bring good stuff to the table and that you was a good person in a relationship and that person just didn't appreciate you,
right.
and then you had some unresolved issues that attracted that person to you, you don't let that person mess up your self-esteem. You got to be like that Johnny Gill song. They can't wear your heels.
That's
you know what
right.
I'm saying?
And that's exactly what those kind of people try to do. Yes. They will try to just take you and just mess you up, and they are not going to be there for you when the pieces are broken. They're just going to keep on and go to somebody else.
And the last one is counter self-pity by being a service to someone else. Ooh. And being a service to someone else is not being used by someone else. But that means to seek out activities, like I said, to build your self-esteem. Sometimes you can go volunteer or something. Become a volunteer or something. Become
a big
part of a cause
that's
greater than you. And it kind of helps you forget about the stuff that you going through. You ain't gonna forget, but at least it'll take your mind off of it.
Right. And I mean, being of service to someone, it does help. It does heal you. It does help you not look at yourself so much. If everything that's around you is about you, you need to not do that.
Yeah. Never mind.
Go ahead now. I bet it was good.
Never mind.
It went good.
I ain't gonna say it.
It was bad. Okay. All right then.
So that was pretty much that. But he also goes on to say, don't be acting erratic and scattered. Don't be standing outside that man or that woman's house. Don't be all in the bushes and stuff. Don't be doing that. Don't be showing up at their church in the choir because they sing in the choir. Don't show up at the church. Don't be at the mama house, the daddy house.
But also, people got to take responsibility. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, if somebody said they don't want you, go ahead now.
Yeah.
Don't.
And don't be talking to the wrong people about your woes, too. Because sometimes everybody don't care nothing about that. They just want you to be miserable, too. So they be happy that you're miserable because they ain't got nobody. So
misery loves company. I don't know where it came from, but that's the truth.
Yeah, so sometimes you got to be, be aware of who you talking to. This is the same thing. Let go of self-pity. Whatever. You good.
She said that's it.
Yeah, so that's it.
Yes.
So those are just some ways that you can if you find yourself in a relationship. But to me the main thing is this. If you meet somebody else, don't bring that in. Don't bring that to that person because that person ain't did nothing to you. Give them a chance to fuck up on their own because sometimes they probably will. Because if you ain't healed yourself from the past relationship, all you did was attract somebody else with a different face. So just give them a chance. Give them about 6 months.
Okay, they'll mess up on their own.
They mess up on their own.
Oh my God.
Then you could be like, they saying shit. Everybody I get always use me. Yeah, woe is me. Ronnie said it. This is to the quote that when you walk in, you light up. She said they better light up like a Christmas tree. I ain't.
Yep. So yeah, these are this is a few red flags again. If you want to eliminate some shitty people, is if they make you feel guilty, take money from you, not listen to your opinions, ignore you or give you the silent treatment, blame all their issues or shit on you, tell you how to dress.
Come on, somebody.
Put you down. Monitor your text, social media accounts. We ain't doing none of that. We grown. Do your own, I do mine. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Isolate you from friends and family.
That's phase one. That's phase one.
Bad.
When you with somebody and they try to isolate you from your friends and family and they don't want you to do nothing and they want everything to be about them outside of you going to work, and even if you going to work and they feel like you work long hours or you work too much, that's a red flag. Something wrong with that person.
You all the damn time.
Something wrong with them.
Or, just trying to text you. You're at work. I'm at work. I can't talk.
Right. They're trying to get you fired off your job.
I don't know what the hell, but don't do that to people. That's weird, and that is.
I can't stand Facebook because I can't see all the comments.
Oh, it's making it worse. Oh, the Facebook is causing some problems with y'all. We can't see all you all's posts, but we appreciate. We'll be able to look at them later, and we apologize for the non-responsiveness today because of Facebook. The Facebook.
Yeah. I can.
But yeah.
Switch the thing on your phone from being. If you go to the page, you probably have to go at the top of it and try to switch to looking at it as yourself, not the page.
Yes, hey Ronnie. Yeah, they will contest it. You know that's the truth. Anybody that don't want to let go of their good thing, they gonna be in court trying to get something. They want to get the lawnmower. What? I don't understand what people be doing. They just need to sit down and go somewhere. But when you build a life with someone, like you said, it can be expensive, and getting out of a marriage is not as easy as getting into it, because it only cost me like $50 to get into it. So I know it ain't gonna cost $50.
That sure ain't. It's
so
late. It's so
So
late.
why is it so cheap to get in and so much to get out? That's ridiculous. That it should be some courses for people. I don't know if everybody is authorized to teach no courses either. So I'm just saying, you at least got to get some. You got to have a manual to drive a car. You should have some way of trying this marriage thing out with it before it mess you all up.
You don't need no manual. You need to sit down with the person you married and y'all come to an understanding.
Hey, Mama, she said we tell me
Come to an understanding about this is how we gonna operate our marriage, because everybody's marriage ain't the same.
It ain't.
And stop trying to operate your marriage based on
right.
what the church folks say and what the people down the street say, and basing your marriage on your parents' marriage and all this and that. You gotta establish your marriage for yourself.
Yeah, and any relationship between two people got to be worked out.
It got to be between yourself. It can't be based on your friend's marriage. It can't be based on nobody else's marriage, because what they do what look like good on the outside may be horrible on the inside. You don't know what them people going through. Right. But people put on a facade when they get together. But so you have to sit there and you have to establish, okay, this is what our marriage look like. This is how we gonna operate in our house.
Right.
Because you can't be trying to follow up to society standards or your friends or your family standards, because it's different times, different places, different situations. That person ain't you, and you ain't them, and they have different life experiences, and so do you. So you cannot base your marriage or your relationship on somebody else's. And that's the problem, because people be looking at other people's stuff and trying to operate the same way, and that ain't gonna work. You operate your marriage the way you operate it.
And all your relationships, you can't well, I shouldn't say this probably out loud, but I ain't have nobody copy because ain't nobody else married, so we had to figure it out on our own.
And that's probably the best
and
way.
it probably worked out just the best for us. We ain't had nobody in our business trying to fix it.
Right.
And we wasn't taking no advice from nobody who wasn't trying to fight it out like we were, so we just worked it out.
Right.
And we still working it out.
And that's it. And you just have to take it one day at a time.
Yeah, one day at a time. That's all you can do.
If
that's what's for you, what you want to participate in, and that's what you want to grind towards, then you just work it out for you. And I do believe that that's the best way to do it. Because if you don't have a structure or foundation or anything that y'all working to go together or whatever, then y'all just really living independent. But if you're talking about being a relationship that works off of each other and not just one taking and nobody giving, then you need to figure it out that works for you. Because like my husband, he's totally introvert, extrovert. It's weird, so I know how to deal with it. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people will feel like, oh, he kind of rude. I was like, he just like that till he get to know you. Then when he get to know you, he'll talk to you, but he ain't gonna talk to you first. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I know this. People used to say when we work together, it's like, Lawrence, blah blah blah. I said, don't tell me about my husband. I already know. I'll tell you how to work this out. Stop talking to him. And they're like, what? I'm like, I'm just letting you know. If you don't want to hear it, don't talk to him. And, people don't, they think that's kind of like, why would you put up with that? Because that's what I chose to put up with.
Because that ain't none of your business.
And it ain't none of your business. That's a good answer. But I'm just saying,
that's answer to everything.
That's what's inside, that the people don't see. How folk can be polar opposites maybe, or can work out and stay together for 29 years because they ain't never seen it work. You know what I'm saying? But I can't tell you how to work yours. I can only tell you what this is my signature line. This is what I signed up for.
Right. Hey, Mark.
And you can't.
Okay, Rich, so we coming to the end of the show.
It is already?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So I'm going to give some shout-outs. I cannot see everybody's comments. So I'm going to shout out to my mom, Bernice Grace Jackson, to my Aunt Diane, to Ronnie, to Terranique, to Billy, to Mark, to Monica, because I did see a comment from Monica.
Hey, Monica.
So, hey, Monica, if there was anybody else in the chat, Facebook is tripping. Right. So I could not see y'all's name or whatever. But again, as usual, thanks for tuning in with us this Monday. We truly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We appreciate y'all spending this hour with us. We hope that, y'all found some value in it. If y'all didn't, y'all just wasted an hour of y'all time. But you can't get it back, so.
For those who watching next in the future, we hope you found some value in it when you're watching it, whenever you watched it.
If not, you just wasted some time when you clicked.
You did not waste no time.
You did. If you ain't found no value, you wasted your time.
I guess so.
So again, to the Pink and Green.
Yes.
Shout out to Pink Divas.
Pink Divas.
Catch her on all Pink Divas Boutique. Catch her on all social media platforms, Instagram. I can't even read that. Sandra gonna read this little motivational quote, and then we out of here.
All right, it's a tiny miney. It says an affirmation for love. Everything I see is either an act of love or a call for love. I bring darkness to the light and integrate it into the light. I bring love to the situation that tempts me to follow fear. Dropping drama and picking up love, I make your peace my reality. Love is my little letter ultimate intention, and so I choose to be loving a person who lives in a loving world. Shout out to my bifocals, because look how little it is.
I meant to make it bigger, but I didn't. So
no, it's cool. It's beautiful.
That's why I wasn't gonna read it, because I couldn't. I haven't finished.
It's beautiful. I saw how beautiful it was, and so I wanted to make sure it was read. So hopefully y'all got that. I was reading it as I could see, because you got to adjust these eyes. We love you all. Thank you guys for tuning in again. For riding with us on Mondays at 8 p.m. Candid Conversation with
LaShawn
and Sanja. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Supermarket sushi, really?
No. Wait, Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes.
Never not working, huh?
Oh, Troy, you're such a good teacher.
Yeah, I know. Never not working. Never not working. Never, ever not working.
Are you serious?